Precious souls, welcome back to our happy space. It's getting cold outside. I'm starting to get the old warm sweaters out now and the hoodies. Brr. All right. Beautiful full moon out there. I was taking pictures of it and I'm going to go back out and play a little more pure potential, of course, right? You're purging all the stuff you don't need anymore. There's a lot of just it's so much of an energy shift at this time, okay? Things are coming to light. They're being illuminated by this beautiful full moon, especially an eclipse. Yeah, it's a magical time. Let's find out. Besides the fact that you've got pure potential open to you now, it's like you've closed off old cycles, you've closed out and gotten rid of, thinned out people that didn't fit in your world that were pulling on your energy. It's a beautiful time to be alive. It is. So there's room for all these beautiful new things to come in. Let's find out what your challenge is at this time. Come on, higher self, guardian angels, spirit guides, and ancestors, what you got for us? What is our challenge? Which we don't back down from them. Oh, just to listen to your inner voice. It's guiding you. Some of you might be having definitely strange dreams at this time, right? But you might be getting really, really sleepy. Then all of a sudden, a burst of inspiration or like energy, and then back to, oh gosh, I need a nap. It's like your energy's all over the place. Your guidance system, so your spirit guides, your ancestors, all of them, including your body, is telling you what you need moment by moment. So do listen. You're getting intuitive messages. So right now in your subconscious, you're still kind of comparing two things. Maybe your old life, the old version of you, versus this brand new version of you that you're just getting used to. You're getting used to the feeling of your own wings, how they feel on your body as you're this butterfly coming out. Um, what am I trying to say? They're saying just carry on. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. The butterfly coming out of the cocoon. Oh my gosh. It was really wild. I was in a shop getting an oil change today, and I just thought of it now, how interesting it is. But I don't kill bugs or anything created by our creator. So this, I was trying to talk to the technician, and this little caterpillar was hanging off of my windshield, and he had the cutest little, like, I don't know, these little fuzzy antennae. I don't know what you call it. And he's like plugging along, and I'm trying to listen to what the person was saying while I've got sticky notes trying to let him crawl so I could live trap him. And finally, the technician heard caught on to what I was trying to do and said, "Do you want some help with that?" I said, "Yeah, but be gentle," because like I said, "Live trap." And he goes, "Oh no, that's okay." So I had all these little pieces of paper, and they helped me get that off there and put him on a little leaf. He showed me, he moved him to a leaf. It was so cute. Okay, back on track, guys, because I don't know. I feel like that was relevant. I just thought, as if we're not going to allow this little guy to get into his cocoon and grow his little wings. Well, who would ever want to play God and stop that, right? He was just in my car. So subconsciously, there are two things you're trying to compare, and I do believe it might be the old version of you and how things were, and this newer version of you. And I think you're trying to get a feel of who you want. I think you've also already been doing this, a feel of who you want in this new um, timeline of yours that you're stepping into, but also how you want, well, getting used to your own self for one thing, but how you are being perceived based on how you used to be perceived is another. There's so many multi dimensions and layers to this, I'm seeing. Wow. Because it's also about you adjusting to being authentic and speaking your truth to who you truly are, and how people are perceiving that, when maybe a lot of people used to create this storyline or this dialogue that you were the one who was causing all the problems, right? Or the villain in their story. And now people are starting to see this true you come out now that you're not stifled and put in a box, or, having all this garbage projected on you by other people, who you truly are. And so you're comparing everything is just a part of your human experience. But just remember who you are and stay who you are at the core, and don't let anybody change you for any reason. especially not the opinions of others, ever, ever, ever. Yeah, I think you've broken free from that already. And you are truly listening to your inner voice and what feels right and true and real to you. Okay, so cautiously, guys. I rambled a little bit there, but I think it was kind of necessary. Besides, I like to talk. I like to give as much info as I can. All right, can you give us the consciousness at this time, please, Spirit of the collective I'm reading for? You're starting to see that it's time to rise. Oh, they gave me two. Rise and allow yourself to be that leader. To be that leader you were always born to be. You are not a sheep. You are not. You are not meant to blend in. You are meant to show others. You are not. If you're light. Your light, your life. Wow. If your life has been, difficult and you've found it hard to find the light at the end of the tunnel, perhaps you're the light for these sheep. And we're just calling them sheep because they're sheep and you're the lion. And you're trying to wear the little lion, lamb coat, the costume to blend in. But you were never meant to. You were meant to be someone who guides and helps to share based on the experience and wisdom you've attained, and to help also with these downloads that you're receiving now more and more frequently on creating this new world so that others can find their way and see where they fit in, because we are all truly meant to be our own independent, healthy, healed selves, right? But on top of that, yeah, you're going through a transformation. Absolutely, you know this. You can feel this everywhere. And this is you stepping out from being that little sheep meh, to the lamb or to the lion, the lamb to the lion, the leader. You're stepping out from just trying to fit in and appease your ego and by listening to the opinions of others and trying to fit in with that. And you're stepping beyond that, which is so beautiful. Okay, the profound event that happened just recently that got you to this beautiful transformation and this pure potential that is in front of you. What was that profound event, please, Spirit? You finally released the sorrow. So you did the inner healing, the wound healing. You looked at where all of the pain is coming from that you were once avoiding. I'm hearing you were once avoiding this painful sight. You didn't want to look at it. In fact, sometimes you'd overwork or you'd just stay so busy that you just didn't have to look at it. And instead, it was being packed down and buried deep down, okay? Because it was never a good time to cry. It was never a good time to look at it, right? Conveniently, we just, right, pushed it away, swept it under the rug. But you started to see that it was truly affecting your relationships with everybody around you. It was holding you back from some of your greatest successes. And it might have even been starting to impact your health because it is energy and it takes up space. So kudos to you. Congrats and cheers. You actually looked at these demons, these wounds, these inner wounds, the insecurities, the fears, all of it, all the pain. You looked it in the eye and you said, I see you. Now we're going to process you. And I see where you came from, and I see where I continued to carry these insecurities and these fears based on these pains that I hadn't released yet and come to terms with. And you were brave and you dealt with them. And that is so intensely beautiful and so sexy. And this is what helped you to finally achieve this next higher level of consciousness and success and transformation. All right. Let's look at the so-called future, which is subject to change always, guys. But based on the idea you're seeing that you've got a brand new beginning here and you can choose what you create for the rest of your life in this moment, each moment, now choosing very mindfully and with a cognitive, mindful approach, this is what I want my life to look like. And you're following your inner voice instead of the opinions of others. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Again, I'm so proud. Oh my gosh. This is huge. That's like so tricky and you're doing it. But based on all that, if you stay on that trajectory, that path, life's going to show you what? Life's going to show you what? Yes, your true abundance, everything you've desired, all of the beautiful, everything you've desired, okay? Everything that makes you feel abundant and whole and full, because you will have found the balance between your own masculine and feminine side, okay? when to you know when to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Is that song, the Kenny Rogers? That's old. That's way back. But knowing when to have action, knowing when to rest, and then when to go and have action again, and when to receive and give and take. It's the beautiful balance, the ebb and flow of life. And so your future, you will embrace that wholeheartedly to the point, and that's often for those of you who are single, it takes kind of understanding these two aspects of ourselves, the masculine and feminine, and finding a balance between them before our true love sincerely comes in. Not for all, but that healthy love, because you no longer need anybody. You just choose each other. You amplify each other. You excite each other. You um, inspire each other, support each other, but in a way that is so healthy. It's not out of a need. It's not out of a codependency. But it looks like all of the stuff you've been working for is coming in the near future. Just stay this path. Just, oh, my ears are ringing. Thank you, Spirit. Confirmation. Listen to that inner voice instead of the world around you, the world that doesn't know your path, the people who are full of opinions but couldn't have a single foggy idea. And they're often operating out of ego. So they are therefore using you as a tool to handle you, to maneuver you based on their opinions, sometimes on purpose, sometimes not, but to manipulate you into a direction that serves them, right? Yeah, okay, so that's part of their growing experience too, is finally seeing that for the truth that it is. Right now, Spirit, what do we need to know? For the collective watching, what do we need to know about their energy? You're finally just stopping and getting the most out of every experience. It's like this little breather in between these timelines, if you will, or these. I'm just seeing like this massive level up. So it's like you're being given the time to stop and smell the roses, so to speak, or to get the most out of every single experience. You're starting to embrace it and understanding that it's not a big race to get to the end, which is death. The whole point is the journey, and to indulge in everything that is around you that offers you some kind of stimuli, some kind of lesson, some kind of experience that you could take with you on the journey. It's like you've got this big basket and you're filling it full as you go. Okay, as you go, you are getting the most out of every moment. Oh goodness. All right, Spirit, directly from Spirit, they're saying, listen to your guidance, trust your guidance. You're doing right by listening to your inner voice. They're leaving you signs, synchronicities. Again, like numbers on a clock, feathers in weird places, dimes, even nickels, but mostly dimes. I just saw a red ribbon, so I don't know what that's referring to. That might mean something to somebody. Um, Spirit directly saying to you, I think what needs to be the balance in this. So remember, I was saying the feminine, the masculine side, the receiving, the giving. They want you to tap more fully into the receiving aspect, receptivity. So that is in so many ways. But learning, yes, you used to give, right? But when did you allow somebody the glory of giving to you where you could just receive with gratitude? Right? That question is very important for you. And I want you to sit with that, because Spirit really wants you to let this sink in, that part of the problem may very well be exactly what I said, whereas we worked and worked and worked and kept ourselves busy and overgave and overgave and overgave so that we didn't have to maybe deal with some of the things that were haunting us at one point, right? That's a very common thing that people do, is keep busy and active and go, 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 give. And then there's the bitterness if you give too much and people take full advantage, right? So there's a lot to do with learn how very deserving you are to receive, so that the right things and these blessings can find you through people, through opportunities, whatever it is that life is going to find avenues to get this to you. You need to be receptive. And also, they're saying, one of the other ones, thank you, Spirit, they literally just gave me like electrical shock full of a chill. It was, I was like, dunk. Um, sorry. Oh no. Okay, come back. I'm just kidding. They're channeling. They pulled it back. Hold on. Oh my gosh, they used me as an example just then. This is funny, guys. To listen to a conversation, to learn instead of to have a rebuttal or a response. Oh, you're good. So they want you to be receptive of the information when you meet with others, just like we're getting each everything we can out of every experience. Often, and we were programmed to do this, is to have a conversation and we're kind of half listening or we're thinking about the next thing or our brains already got the answers or whatever. They're saying just be receptive and listen to learn and understand. So that's one of the other aspects of that receptivity, okay? It got me good. They got me good. Okay. Ooh, what's this? What you're desiring is to be able to make that choice. Again, comparing. Woo, comparing. It's like there's a fear almost of what's to come. It's like, I don't know, am I ready for this? That's what I'm getting deep down. I'm starting to feel like, am I ready for this? Am I ready to make this decision? But you already have. And it's all about allowing yourself to free fall now. And if you're confused or you're not sure exactly what you need to do next, just let go and just say, show me, please, angels, show me what I need to do next. Make it so obvious I can figure it out. And then the key is just to stay in that celebrational energy because it's already in your space. You got to understand, it's written, it is fated. You've already done the work. It's just about allowing it to flow in. How long will this take? How long will you make it wait? How long will you stand in the way by not allowing yourself to feel that receptivity and see your worth and deserving after all you've given so many and to just let go with both hands? So, yeah, celebrate like it's already here and that'll help pull it in faster. Also, I am seeing this too, and Spirit's reiterating that you will be collaborating with others, participating more with others of like mind, of like abilities, people with the same talents or same ideas or for the same goals for sure. This is your soul family and working together to support each other in a way that's so fun it doesn't feel like you're working at all. And that is so beautiful. And I love that for you guys so much. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I got a few other things to do and it's getting late. I'm sending so much love and light. I appreciate each and every single one of you for just watching, especially when you're liking or sharing or commenting or whatever, subscribing. You are so appreciated so much. And I really am so proud of you. And so is your spirit guides. And they just want you to listen to your inner voice because you've been bang on so far. And I think you know this. You're in a whole new timeline where you can trust your instincts and definitely stay away from the gossip and opinions of others, guys. Oops, I just clicked something on my screen that did something weird. I don't know what I just did. Okay. Until next time, guys. Precious souls, keep shining.